What is happening? GQ in the building with Justin K. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody? Happy to be back.
Yes,
This
sir.
episode was good.
How have you been, first of all?
Pretty good, man. Yesterday I actually hit up MegaCon Orlando.
Yeah, I saw some of your posts.
Yeah, that's where I got that sword. It's it's a prop from One Piece.
Nice. Planning on using it anytime?
And got my Iron Man shirt.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to get one of those. That shirt is.
I'll send you the link.
Dope. So we saw the brand new series from Marvel titled "What If," and you're gonna have to excuse the screaming from the background because little man is just having the time of his life. So
obviously,
act like you don't hear him. So let's go into the first stuff right out the gate. What were your first thoughts and impressions on this first episode?
Well, first thought was just how they started with talking about the stones again, and then the Watcher introducing himself. I was like, okay, whoever that narrator was, that dude's got a good voice. I'll give him that.
Yes.
I forgot to check his name, so I watched it again today. Just
Jeffrey Wright or Jeremy Wright, something like that. Something Wright. His name starts with a J, and his last name is Wright, from what I understand.
Okay. Yeah. So the introduction was very well done, and Peggy Carter, man, she's just awesome. But
yo, you know what that intro reminded me of? Oh, wait a minute. We got Mr. Hurt.
Kind of reminded me of Star Trek, just when he started with space. What's up, D Hurt?
What's up, people? I'm up in here, man.
Hey,
get on the crew.
Yes, sir. So like you were saying, Justin, the intro. You did? Okay, so we can definitely jump into it then. The intro reminded me very much like what you said, Justin, the Star Trek intro, but it also reminded me a little bit of how the Twilight Zone begins.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch the intro and it's like you're entering into a world of such and such and such. You know, it's basically
the world you're used to, but slightly different. Yeah,
slightly different. Yeah, I really like this premise, and I really like the possibility of some of these. Well, let me not get into that. That's for predictions and theories. I'll save that. But what I did like was the animation. I really like the animation. It's unlike a lot of the 2D animation that is out there right now. It's almost as if it was like a live action with a cartoon filter over it.
If it makes any sort of sense, it's almost like it's 2.5D.
Yes, that's a really good way of putting it.
But one of the first things I thought about too. So I immediately imagined how it would be if it were live action. Like, what would they do with what's this woman's name? Haley Atwell, who plays Peggy Carter. Yeah. How would they muscle her up? Would they have to put her face? They'd have to put her face onto Gina Carano or something, because they'd have to make her a lot.
Haley Atwell she's already thick. She's already, so to muscle her up is just like, ooh. I don't know.
They probably CGI it a little bit. You know how they did. I know how they remember how they did.
Whether they have to go like Shazam and give her a muscle suit.
Maybe.
Yeah, muscle suit. Y'all remember how they did Juggernaut in the third X-Men movie? Yeah, they're gonna do that. They can try that right there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good episode though.
It was.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was your first thoughts and impressions, Sir Dwayne?
My first, like y'all, I agree with y'all. Like just like y'all, the intro really locked me into it because it was.
No.
What's going on? What's going
Mr.
on?
Hurt.
We can't be having him coming after Dwayne like that again.
Oh. Yeah, like a rendition of what we've seen before, but now it's a lot of things that are some things.
Oh no! They messing with my dog's connection, man. They messing with my dog's connection again.
What did they do to you, man?
Why they keep doing this to Dwayne, man?
Oh,
now we can see. Yo, you froze
Yeah,
for like a
we was
good
in
couple
that.
of seconds.
Okay. What was the last thing I said? All right, let me start over, y'all. I like the intro, and I like how they showed a lot of similar things we already seen before, but they switched it. You know, just a little bit. They added the female. It was some Me Too stuff going on here too. It was some that dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude was an asshole, man. He's making me mad. I was like, yo,
I wanted to jump in the screen and punch that motherfucker.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
You're lucky to be in the room. And then she comes back. You're lucky
this.
to be in the room, motherfucker.
Right. I hated that motherfucker, man. I swear to God.
It was my idea to have Stark build that suit.
Right. When she was done, when she was getting things done, he swapped sides. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're great. She belongs here." Then everything went wrong again. He's like,
before you go there. Okay, continue.
Okay.
We were getting into specific moments and observations there.
Oh yeah. Well, the episode was good, and I give it a 10, man. The animation was dope, and she seemed a lot more. I like the fact that she was more. I feel had more strength than the original Captain America for some reason, but we can get into that. But that's my opinion.
That might be because Peggy Carter in base form was stronger than Steve Rogers in base form. Because remember,
she had lots more experience in the military.
Right, she was already an agent. She was already properly trained. She was already a crack shot. Like she was a sniper. That girl could shoot. So with her training, with her strength, everything being what it was. And Steve was just a scrawny little kid, so that would explain why she may have been stronger than Steve, because she was just flipping cars over and everything.
Right, that was crazy.
It was almost as if before even getting the powers, she knew exactly what to do with them. Whereas with Steve, when he got the powers, he was kind of discovering what he was able to do. Because
when he ran into the store window.
Yeah. He discovered he was fast. He discovered he could jump really high. Whereas Agent Carter it was almost as if she knew she was strong already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope. I do enjoy the fact that the scenes literally look like they were ripped out of the original movies.
Yeah.
Slight adjustments.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially the one where she saved the Howling Commandos and she comes out with the shield up, starts shooting people. Yeah. I was like, yo, that's directly out of the movie.
Definitely.
Did you catch that one part where Bucky was about to fall off the train?
Yeah, and she's like, you almost ripped my arm off.
He was like, man, you almost ripped my arm off. I was like, I see what you did there, Marvel.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. The whole Kraken creature threw me off, though.
That did lead me to a question. If Bucky could get his original arm back in exchange for the vibranium one he has, would he get his original arm back?
That's a really good question.
That's a tough one.
I don't think Bucky would be that much of a big deal. Like this Bucky that we were introduced to in Captain Carter.
Yeah.
Because he didn't fall off the train, therefore
right. So he doesn't have the super soldier serum.
Exactly. Therefore, he doesn't get the super soldier serum or the arm.
Right.
He's just a regular human being.
He's just a regular guy who knows how to shoot. Like that's one thing about Bucky. He is a good shot, but that's his only thing.
And he doesn't show up. Oh, wait a minute, we got Mitch Savage in the building.
Hey,
Savage.
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on?
What's up, my brother?
How you doing, man?
Just bring you up to speed.
Oh,
just
man.
Bring you up to speed. Oh, wait, what's going on with your town, bro?
Uh-oh.
There we go. You can go back here.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Can you hear it? Can you hear yourself?
I got you.
I hear some white noise in the background.
Yeah, it sounds like an old school TV.
That's that.
Is that better?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. That works. So just to bring you up to speed, we were talking about our first thoughts and impressions of the show before getting into specific moments. But before we continue with ours, what was your first thoughts and impressions of this episode?
I was surprised. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised that I liked it. This was my.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a
This
minute.
was-
You're
Hang
going
on.
in
Your,
and out.
your sound is a bit wonky.
Chopping in and out. Just a little bit. Chopping in and out.
Hold on. Okay.
It might
How am I
be.
right?
You got headphones on?
Am I good?
All right.
I can hear
say
you.
something.
Yeah. Say a full sentence.
Mm-mm.
It's breaking.
Uh-oh.
It's a little.
Now it's tripping.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot.
You want to disconnect and reconnect and see what happens?
Yeah, that might be.
Okay. What was the last thing you heard me say?
You were talking about what was it? Her being stronger than Steve, potentially. Bucky's arm.
Bucky's on. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bucky would have never. The Winter Soldier would never exist.
True.
Right.
Because with Steve Rogers becoming who he became, it was a domino effect into the creation of the Winter Soldier, and therefore, without the Winter Soldier, we would get no sequels to Captain America movies. There would be no Captain America: The Winter Soldier. There would be no Civil War.
But in this episode, they kind of made Steve into the Bucky character because they sort of killed him off on the train. But since it was only a half-hour episode, they had to bring him back within that same episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Also,
that was crazy.
Iron Man, Steve Rogers, that shit was dope.
It was.
Yeah. That's another thing I was gonna
Wonder.
say too. That his Tony Stark's father
Howard.
created that back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this what if right here. I thought that was real dope.
It makes me wonder though if because Howard Stark makes the suit for Steve Rogers. I wonder if that plays an effect in if Tony Stark ever becomes Iron Man. Because if you really pay attention, Howard Stark never made a suit.
Nope.
It was Tony that made the suit.
Yep. In the
Then
cave.
again, if anything, this might make Tony an even stronger Iron Man because he has the original blueprints for it already from his dad. So
And
it's,
he
if
can look
anything,
at it and then perfect it instead of starting from scratch.
And you know what? That's the same.
and he already solved the icing problem. So
Yeah, that's the same suit he had on when remember when you made that suit in the cave on the first joint, and now he
no, this
Steve
suit is better than that one because that one had
this was actually a little better than the one that he built in the cave, which means
that one flew for like 5 minutes and then he crash landed.
I mean, yeah, it's better than that one.
So now factoring that in, right? If that suit is better than the one that Tony makes in a cave, and Tony's not even born yet, can you imagine what Tony's first suit's gonna be like now that he has the knowledge of his father's previous suit? Oh man!
I just want to see. All I wanted to see in the MCU was Tony to make a vibranium suit.
Wow, that would be.
If he had a vibranium nanotech Iron Man suit that fit into his thing, he would have put a better fight against Thanos in Infinity War if he had a vibranium suit.
Here's the thing. I think remember the suit that he created for Infinity War, where the suit just kind of like
comes out of his thing,
onto him.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that could have been made out of.
If he had that technology, but it was vibranium instead of the titanium alloy that he always uses.
Exactly. If he had that against Thanos, it would have been a whole different battle.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, I agree. It'd been a different battle, I'll tell you that.
But
he wouldn't have exploded when he put the gauntlet on.
True, that actually could have saved his life.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
probably would have had a more advanced.
Because the vibranium actually would have like absorbed the whole shock of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Talk to us, Mitch. I know you heard us running our mouths. Share your thoughts, sir.
Yeah, I was letting y'all politic just in case I was still fucked up. I good.
You sound
No,
clear
you
now.
sound good now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question was what I thought, right? Overall,
Yes.
Yeah.
I was I was pleasantly surprised that I enjoyed it because this was my first experience in Peggy Carter anything. I haven't watched Agent Carter. I didn't know anything about Captain Carter. So I was really going in blind, and I really enjoyed what I saw. And I actually do want to see more of that character now.
Well, I'll get into that in questions, predictions, and theories. But I'll save it. What are some standout moments for you guys that we did not discuss so far about this episode?
Well, there's one thing that just I know my mind is disgusting for thinking this, but just imagine those two go to bed now. Steve's still a scrawny little bastard. She is super soldier Peggy. If she gets on top of this man, she will one, rip his dick off, and two, paralyze him from the waist down.
Yeah, she's too strong.
Howard needs to build him like a special kind of harness for her to hold on to, just so that she wouldn't break him.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna go, what better way to go?
Right.
First off, if doing it with Haley Atwell kills you, you are the luckiest person on the planet.
Yeah.
Secondly, if you're gonna go by super soldier, shit,
Hey, might as well go all the way out.
All the way out.
If you watch Game of Thrones, that's how Tyrion Lannister wanted to die.
I liked how they took time to display how strong she was, and even paid an homage back to when. Remember when Captain America was hitting that punching bag?
Yes.
And took the punching bag off, and then she did the same thing, but then she took it a step further.
And then she took the weights and just
took a weight. And I like the clever virtual camera work that they did there, because she threw the weight. You assumed it was just one weight, and then the camera changed angles, and you saw all the other weights that she threw previously.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's somebody you don't want to piss off.
Definitely.
Honestly, I was kind of hoping she'd just beat the crap out of that general guy, though. That dude he pissed me the hell off.
Yeah, he made me mad, man.
War isn't for women. Women aren't soldiers.
Right. That was that was cold, and I was
that was so condescending.
Here we go with this.
I feel like he did his job. I feel like as the one of the antagonists, if you hated him, it means he did a really, really good job.
Yeah,
exactly.
He did a really good job.
There's certain villains that play their parts so well that you almost hate their actors.
Yeah. But she tried to switch sides and be like, yeah, I always believed in her. And I'm like,
yeah. I always believed in her. Oh, yeah, I told Stark to make that suit. Nigga, please.
Right. He was up there bragging on some stuff he was hating on.
Yeah.
What a hater. I like how they killed. I like how Red Skull went out. You know
that was so messed up.
That was.
They
went for it. They really went for it.
Yeah.
So now
that was so messed
I want to
up.
get to. Oh, wait a minute. Robbie Whittaker, hold up. Robbie Whittaker in the building. This is my favorite of the Disney Plus series so far. In terms of the show or in terms of the episode? I do like the show. I'm really curious as to what else they have to offer in terms of what other storylines they could explore in this what if situation.
I seen the Black Panther up in here. T'Challa, what's your name? This his last acting gig right here.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman is his last hurrah, if you will.
Yeah. Which leads me to our next section of the show, and probably the most exciting. Questions, predictions, and theories. Robbie Whitaker says the episode, but I'm optimistic for the series. Yes,
Fair.
I love the episode. It was very exciting. The animation is a breath of fresh air because it's not like any of the other animated shows from any of the properties, like DC or any of the other superhero shows that are on television. Nothing like it. And I really want to see what else they could do with it. Now, as far as we're talking about predictions and theories, from what I understand, I don't know for sure, but from what I understand, I heard that some of these characters in this whole series may or may not show up during Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
So that's what I was thinking about too, because they're showing what happens throughout the multiverse. The Watchers is saying, I cannot, I will not interfere. So at one point or another, all of these guys could show up at some point in the MCU. So either Haley Atwell's going to have to start lifting weights, or they're going to have to figure out who her body double is going to be, or something. But anything is possible at this point.
They're going to have to find a real life Amazon in order to have her as the body double. We got Robbie saying, my prediction, this series is where they introduce Miss America, meaning my overarching theory still holds. Listen, Robbie is fairly accurate in a lot of his predictions, so I won't rule that out.
Fair.
But what I want to do is, as more episodes come and we see more and more characters, at the end of, I think, the last episode, I want us to get together and try to predict, out of the entire series, who will show up in live action form and who won't.
So sadly, we already know that T'Challa won't.
Right.
Unless they somehow.
Such a downer.
Well, excuse me for being
cry all over again. Good Lord.
I'm set too, nigga. Damn.
But I'm guessing so far that maybe she may show up, but we'll see.
I hope she does, because she showed up in, I don't know when it was, probably around the 2012 Avengers time.
Right.
Also, just to put this also, at the end when she had the shield and sword, that shit was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have any predictions, Mr. Hurt?
I predict that, I really don't know, man, because I'm gonna have to just keep watching. Who's gonna pop up in any of the live action movies?
I hope she does show up though, because we have Captain America, like we have a black Captain America and a female Captain England, I guess, or Captain UK.
Oh, that reminds me. Did y'all see the backlash that Marvel faced when they temporarily replaced Sam Wilson's Captain America with Captain Carter?
I seen a little bit. I knew that was going to happen though. Like, because I seen it coming.
They were like, hey man, as soon as we got a black man in the role, y'all just switch him out for this woman who's not even really Captain America.
I mean,
but Marvel had to be like, look, it's only temporary. It was only to promote the series. We're gonna
the girl gets one episode and everyone's talking shit. God damn.
Right.
Y'all gotta chill.
Yo, I knew it was going to happen. I said,
we got 4 black guys right here, and all of us agree that all those people can fuck off.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they need to calm down. It wasn't.
Hey, I love Sam Wilson's Captain America, but Captain Carter is a badass, and I respect the hell out of her. So I hope we get more.
Yeah. I predict. All right, my prediction. I predict that the Hulk, his timeline will change in the future in the live action. Because of this, they're gonna have an idea to do something different with his character and bring back the Hulk that we love, but he's going to be from a different time. That's my prediction.
One thing that would be interesting to see, though, since Bruce Banner is a certified genius in and of himself, he would be a pretty cool Sorcerer Supreme also.
Yeah. I mean, I seen the preview, and he definitely has
a Sorcerer Supreme Hulk
with those big behind muscles.
Hey,
like if he can do the Professor Hulk, like controlling himself and then have the magic, he'd be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'd be pretty dope. Why you sitting there grinning, Mr. Savage?
No, I said do her hope because every time we talk about this, Dwayne has written it out the canon at some point every time.
I'm mad the way they do my boy the Hawk, man. They ain't had to do him like that.
They could
They
bring in
ain't
Red
had to
Hulk.
put
That's
him
true.
in like-
Robbie shouted you out. He said D-Hurt may not be too crazy. This could be how they bring in Red Hulk.
Oh yeah.
That
Or
that's a
Gray
possibility.
Hulk.
I wouldn't
Gray
rule
Hulk
that out.
also was also pretty smart, right?
Yeah, Gray Hulk. Gray Hulk was actually the smart one. Green Hulk was like the savage one that had no type of rationale. It was just pure rage. And then when they merged them, that's how they got Smart Hulk. Or they called it the New Hulk. Where he had a hold on his emotions, where he's strong, but he could still maintain his logic mind.
But then every time Betty's ass showed up, he was like, Betty, and turned back to.
I'm sure when he got with Betty, he became savage again. For many reasons. But we won't get into that.
I don't know, man. I feel like Betty was just teasing this man for years and years.
Yeah, she will.
Like she'd show up, calm him down, be like, "Hey, baby, all right, take him away," and then they'd take Bruce to prison.
Yeah, that was wrong, man. That was so wrong.
It was. But I do. How do I put this? Because they're basically trying to explain it in such a way that what we're watching in every episode of What If is another branch timeline that was created as a result of the situation in Loki. They're basically saying that whole Loki situation with the One Who Remains and all those branch timelines were created. That what we're watching in What If is basically an observation of those different timelines.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think
that's dope. I am interested though in finding out, like we discussed before, which ones are going to show up in what live action form.
I hope Captain Carter does. I feel like she and Sam would be a good team.
Yeah,
that could happen.
Yeah, I was just thinking,
especially considering how you notice how when she can't fly, so she'd grab onto Steve's suit and fly along with him. So if her and Sam are working together, she just grabs onto his wings and flies around with him, and she just jumps out and does her thing.
True.
That'd be pretty dope.
Keep in mind that Captain Carter is probably pretty heavy.
His suit's made of vibranium. He can carry her.
You right. So I wonder if she's going to show up during the 4th Captain America movie with Sam Wilson.
Hey, that could be good. That'd be a crazy movie right there. If she does pop up.
Confirmed. We know the movie's confirmed, but we don't know who's going to be in it. We don't know the storyline. What if that's what it is?
Because then she'll also hear about how that's how Steve Rogers in their universe did become Captain America, and still maintained himself as being a good person who she fell in love with.
Right. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
What if they sneak it? All right, they do that. They not just her, but from a whole nother timeline, Steve Rogers comes back as Captain America. You know what I'm saying? He's in another timeline as Captain America. You know what I'm saying? And they team together. He has no memory of who Sam Wilson is or nothing, but they are just, their timelines kind of like intertwine with one another. You know what I'm saying? And they had to help each other out. That'd be crazy.
Huh. We got Robbie. Do you think that Captain Carter is the MCU's consistency of Captain Britain?
That's what I'm thinking.
Because
that's what I was thinking. They might just make her Captain UK or something.
In Avengers Endgame, when Steve Rogers showed back up during Peggy Carter's time, and she mentioned Captain Britain's real name, which leads me to believe that Captain Britain himself does exist. So I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. I mean, especially with the multiverse situation now, all bets are off. Like anything is possible now. You could
Yeah.
have a
Also,
Captain
also,
Britain, you could have
when
her
she
too.
mentioned it, it was in their past, so
Yeah.
he's probably old by then, if not dead.
Well, that's if he doesn't have some
If
type
he
of
ain't got
serum that has him age slowly, just like Cap.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then he'd still be around Isaiah's age, so it'd still be a bit older.
But now it makes me wonder because at the end of the episode, she shows up in Avengers time, when the movie The Avengers was made.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm thinking around 2012 or so.
When Nick Fury
Nick and Hawkeye.
were there. I think it was slightly before Loki shows up. It's the same. It's the same room.
So yeah, because
Right.
that is actually when Loki was supposed to show up through the door.
Right. But
So she came in, so she showed up instead of Loki.
See, now here's my question: did she show up instead of Loki, or did she show up before Loki?
I don't know.
That's
That's a
tough
good
because also keep in mind
That's
in
right there.
Avengers 1, when Loki came out, the Tesseract became unstable and it blew up the whole building.
Right. That's true.
point.
So now
Yeah.
wait. So Robbie says also, does the Winter Soldier not exist in the Captain Carter timeline? We were just talking about this, Robbie.
So
how
it might.
in the Captain Carter timeline, since Bucky didn't fall off the train, Winter Soldier doesn't exist.
Not necessarily, because how I'm thinking about it is,
Somebody else
notice
could
how
do
they kind of gave Steve the Bucky treatment. So he might, he's the one who died on the train, and he came back later. So
Okay.
they might figure out some way to have him come back at later years,
But
and he might
evil,
actually still be Iron Man.
He doesn't come back as evil though. That's the thing.
Right,
The whole thing about Winter Soldier was he supposedly died and was forgotten about, brainwashed,
And then had
murked a whole bunch of people. His best friend discovers he's still alive, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, you got to be good. What are you doing? You're not a bad person, and so on and so forth. Whereas with Cap, he quote unquote died and came back, but there's no repercussions of it because there's no evil. Like he's not
True.
a bad guy.
I got a question.
So, what's up?
Now, this might be a little off topic, not too much off topic, but about the winter, going back to the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. I got a question about how come Bucky and Steve Rogers didn't age, but the black dude did. And he was
And he took
Steve was on ice for 70 years, and Bucky kept also getting taken in and out of cryo freeze. So
yeah.
Okay.
If you think about it.
it's because of how they were preserved. Isaiah just lived a normal life, sort of. Well, not normal. He was in prison.
Isaiah was never frozen. Isaiah was never frozen. Cap was frozen in the ice, and Winter Soldier, every time he completed a mission, they cryogenically froze him.
Yeah, until they needed
Isaiah Bradley just he did whatever, and then he was sent to jail. So now you have to factor in the fact that he was never frozen, and even though he has the serum, he's still going through the stress of being in prison.
right.
That'll age you too.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
And not just regular prison. They were doing experiments on this man.
Yes.
Right, yeah. He was talking about it, man. That's messed up. That real messed up the way they did that, man.
But then going back to what Robbie said about the Winter Soldier not existing in the Captain Carter timeline, if you really, really think about it, when that timeline progresses, because remember, Captain Carter leaves that timeline and shows up in a different timeline. So now that timeline is only with regular human Bucky and Steve, who is in the Iron Man suit.
Right.
So now you have to wonder, after Captain Carter left that timeline, what happens in that timeline from that point on?
The real question is, does Steve have kids with another woman?
And would Captain Carter be upset if she came back and saw that he had kids with somebody else?
Ooh.
Can you
I
blame him?
Because she also got married to another guy who ended up being Steve, but we didn't know that at first, so I don't know.
Isaiah was around 100 during the events of Falcon. P.S. Sorry for some
Yes.
Stop apologizing, Robbie. We encourage comments, man, because
Hell, we
gives us
miss
more
having you here.
conversation. Yeah, man, we like you here. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Yeah, man. We missed you.
That's right. The next episode is probably going to be next Sunday night. Is that cool, everybody? Or
That's
works.
fine.
roughly around the same time.
That's cool.
Cool. Okay, so 6:15 Eastern next Sunday. But yeah, no, there's no Bucky. So Bucky basically lives a normal life. Steve lives a normal life because he's not frozen or doesn't have the serum either.
Yeah, he does no serum, no nothing. Then again, they may find. Actually, not
really
necessarily. Because keep in mind, they were saying that they took a lot of her blood, and they were hoping to recreate the serum.
Right.
So Steve might still end up getting the serum.
Okay.
So if anything, she might just because they didn't show us that much. So there's a whole ass universe there that we know nothing about. Bucky probably did just grow up old normally, or maybe they gave him the serum along with Steve, and maybe they were frozen. It's impossible to know. So until they elaborate on those specific universes, there really is no way of telling like how they're gonna go forth with the whole Steve, Bucky, and Peggy thing.
Yeah.
Do y'all think they're gonna have do y'all think they're gonna follow up on this in another episode later on down the line?
I doubt it, because I think every episode is a different story about a different
I think all the episodes are standalone.
Right.
So, but note, also keep in mind, Marvel doesn't put anything in their movies for no reason. So they specifically mentioned they're going to recreate it and make more super soldiers. They said that for a reason. It's good. They're going to make more. So it might still be Steve, might be Bucky. As far as we know, it might be Howard Stark that gets the super soldier serum.
Hey, could be.
True. So now,
Actually, that would be pretty cool.
If Howard Stark gets the super soldier serum, how does
and then
that affect
Tony?
Now Tony
is born, right? Because then Tony is born pretty much roided out already from the get-go.
Kind of like what's his face? Patriot, the grandson of Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah. So
I didn't know it worked like that.
Talk to us, Mitch.
I didn't know it worked like that.
So it doesn't necessarily pass down through genetics. Patriot gets it through infusion. So if at one point, say Tony Stark say he does get into that accident, but Howard's still alive, and then he needs a blood transfusion, then he becomes Captain America instead of becoming Iron Man.
So we're going to see that little boy again. We just didn't know it. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, they're setting up for the young
It's
Avengers.
a possibility.
They're setting up for the young Avengers because they have the Patriot that showed up in Falcon and Winter Soldier, the grandson. You have Stature that's going to be in the next Ant-Man and the Wasp. You got the next Hawkeye that Hawkeye is training.
Let's be honest. The main thing we're looking forward to from the next Ant-Man movie is
Kang.
Kang.
Yeah.
But you know what? I low-key feel like Kang is not going to be the overarching villain of the Marvel Universe like we think he is, like Thanos was. I have reason to believe Dr. Doom may be the overarching villain.
Man, I don't know. I think
so you're saying Kang would be like the Loki to hit.
I think so, because I think it's too easy. Not to mention you got Fantastic Four coming soon. You're gonna have to introduce Dr. Doom some way. And Dr. Doom is not a minor villain. Dr. Doom gave the entire Marvel Universe trouble. And I think Dr. Doom or Galactus, one of those two, would be a great villain.
And then they had to put
one thing I'm hoping they pull off is like in the Spider-Man animated series where him and the X-Men had to set up a team was it the Contest of Champions, I believe, where they had to fight against like all those villains.
The Twins in WandaVision. Yep, I forgot about them. Yep, they're going to be a part of this.
Oh yeah.
As soon as Wanda finds them,
she already found them.
Well, she heard them.
She heard them, which means that she
pinpoint their location.
She will tear down every universe if she has to find her kids. We all know Wanda's crazy.
You know
Well-
she's crazy because she's going to cause lots of madness.
Carnage. You know? Yeah.
See what I did there? Because the next movie. Anyway,
Yeah, I said it.
And once she kidnaps those kids, there'll be no way home for them.
Oh, y'all tripping now.
Did you hear the rumor? I don't know how true it is because I've been disappointed before. There is a rumor that the No Way Home trailer drops tomorrow. Do you believe it or no?
No. I don't want to see the trailer for No Way Home, and here's why. That movie has so much hype around it that any sort of trailer will either be disappointing or will give away too many plot points. And I don't want to get any information on it beforehand. I want to see that movie and just be amazed.
I want, at the very least, give me a teaser trailer. Don't give me a full all-out trailer. Give me a teaser.
Look, if you want to give us a trailer to reveal his new Spidey suit, great. But that's as far as it can go, because I don't want to know any details. Like, I don't want to know what role anyone's going to be playing or anything, you know?
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Robbie, here's my theory. If Chris Evans agrees to come back for one more movie, Galactus will be the overarching villain. Otherwise, it'll be Kang. So what's the correlation between Chris Evans and Galactus? That's my question.
Yeah, like how would that affect like Captain America specifically?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Bring Silver Surfer.
Unless they bring him back as a variant of Steve Rogers, where he is the Human Torch.
That'd be
funny to see if Chris Evans comes back to the MCU as the Torch instead of as Captain America, and just as a real asshole, just comes in like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to fuck shit up."
Wow.
Hey, that'd be nice though, because remember he did play that character.
You know what?
He was a funny Human Torch.
Just for laughs, they could do the same thing with Michael B. Jordan as the Human Torch as well.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, even though that movie was
Damn.
trash, they'd be like, "Wait a minute, the Human Torch was black. What is this?"
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
That'll work though.
I mean, that's really the only person we would want to see. Like, nobody else cares about any of the other characters in that terrible.
I mean, yeah. Look, Jessica Alba's hot, always, yeah, but it was all right.
For film over the other one.
Oh, absolutely.
Oof.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about part one. 2 with the Silver Surfer really got me upset.
Trash.
Yeah.
They knocked him off his board, man.
The Silver Surfer looked like a straight up punk without his board, and that's not true. He's a beast without his
calling
board.
him a punk doesn't do justice to how they treated him. They made him a bitch.
They did. Yeah.
Because they made it look like the moment
he's one of the strongest Marvel characters there is, and they just
without his board.
And they just made him, and they just like, oh yeah, let's do these sonic sensors and get him off his board. That'll do it.
I have a better idea. Let's make Galactus a big ass cloud. That's not
that was stupid.
Yeah, he was just a cloud
floating through space.
Also, did you notice the Watcher in the end of the episode? He kind of had that Galactus head shape.
He did, but he also looked very similar to the character Eternity, who's like the physical embodiment of the Marvel universe. Robbie got some more gems. You can use quantum tech to unage Cap, but I feel like Captain America plays too big of a role in the Galactus story. Really? He does?
Hey, Robbie, you're gonna have to log in, man. We need to hear about this.
Either you give us a long paragraph to read, or you jump on and log in.
Even if you just jump on for like 5 minutes to explain this, but we gotta know.
Tell us about why this connects, and then you can leave. We won't even host Like, I'm curious. I want to know.
Mr. Whitaker, get in here, please.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Whitaker, get in here. Man. See, now I'm gonna have to do some research now.
And Rich Savage, we ain't heard from you in a minute. What are you thinking? Right, Captain Galactus. I don't like. What's Mr.
That'd be crazy. Captain Galactus.
I'm confused, but I mean, I'm willing to see why he's saying what he says.
Like homeboy just chilling with a shield. And like now he does have like he is stronger now because he has Thor's powers.
Right.
But
Yeah, but this Galactus we talking about.
Exactly. I mean, it's not like he's fighting against Thanos or anything. This is Galactus.
All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. That'd be. It must have been a comic book I done missed something. You know,
Yeah.
I missed a couple of them. For me to not know the correlation between Captain America and Galactus.
Yeah.
That's a whole. I know the correlation of Silver Surfer and Galactus.
Yeah.
I know the correlation of Doctor Doom and Galactus. I know the correlation of the Fantastic Four and Galactus. Captain America catches me by surprise.
Yeah.
Robbie, you're gonna have to put us up on game, man.
He's writing the essay right now.
He's writing an essay right now. Yeah.
He's writing a full ass essay.
He's probably
just gonna take up the whole screen.
Yeah, right.
Right now.
You don't have to indent or
right
nothing
now,
like that. Fill it with punctuation errors, Robbie. Don't indent.
Nah, man. He's doing full peer review. He's gonna have a bibliography and everything.
Oh no, he's gonna cite his sources and everything. Like that's what Robbie does. Robbie's gonna have an entirely long list of sources cited after he explains why he knows what he knows.
As seen in Captain America issue 242, page 5, paragraph 2.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, okay. We don't have to read.
What's up, Mr. Whitaker?
Explain
Here's the
yourself.
wreck. I look like a bum. I'm sunburnt. It's been a long weekend.
Oh, you look gorgeous, buddy.
Hey, look. Hey, you're beautiful, bro. You're beautiful.
All
so
right.
fill us in. Talk to us. Tell us the correlation between Captain America and Galactus.
The storyline that I remember the most, I've not been able to find this, but I can't remember if it was a cartoon or comic book, but the one time that I've seen where Earth actually beat Galactus like fully successfully was when Captain America was leading the charge. It was with the Avengers. And so in my mind, and I think Disney would make a lot of money if they could convince Chris Evans to do this, is if the Avengers are sitting around the table talking and Falcon goes, I think it's time. I think this is the one time. And everyone other than Bucky's like, what the crap is he talking about? And they really go to the other side of the moon. And in a base on the other side of the moon, there's an old man, Steve.
Yeah.
And he volunteers.
And then they push time through Steve like they did with Ant-Man. Son of a bitch.
This would be the giant payoff of that whole moon nonsense that they were talking about in Falcon and Winter.
Right.
Bless you. Sorry. Heard the wifey sneeze.
Bless you.
Yeah.
But,
so he is on the moon.
I think that he really is, and I really think that it's old man Steve, and they're going to use quantum tech to unage him to have him lead the Avengers for one last hurrah against Galactus.
Yo!
Now you see how everything is so much better when Robbie comes on and explains everything himself.
So then we'd have Sam, Black Captain America. We'd have Steve, OG Captain America, and Peggy, Captain UK.
Yes,
Bruh.
that works. Now we cover all bases. No one's offended.
But then this goes back to my
only get the Indian, the Native American Captain America.
But this goes back to my initial thing that I was saying during Captain America and Winter Soldier. He's gonna have, if he doesn't take that Super Soldier Serum, he's gonna have to drink the juice from the heart-shaped herb to get some sort of strength. Because Sam's gonna need that power up.
Isn't the serum made from the herb?
Mm-hmm. And in certain versions of the story, yes, it's a derivative of the herb.
So if Sam wants, because the serum does alter your mind more than the plant.
I think they're going to take from. Sorry, the camera's shaking. I'm actually physically holding it.
That's okay. You are
But-
totally forgiven.
So there's versions of the story where Cap gave the shield to Bucky in the Winter Soldier, and they come back. He comes back to fight Thanos. It's not Galactus, but it's Thanos. And they call Steve Rogers back to action. They're like, Avengers are falling apart. We need you again. And he gives him back the shield. He goes, "What are you going to use?" And Bucky picks up a machine gun and goes, "I'm better with this anyway." I think they're going to do something like that with Falcon, except his dual pistols. I'm better with these anyway.
Wow.
But this is all hinging on if Disney can throw enough money at Chris Evans.
True. I mean,
So,
with or without
I
his
hope
dual
Disney
guns, he's
does.
still got Red Wing and his wings. So
Also,
Yeah, that's
they're
right.
going to bring in this.
Remember, the guy that he gave his wings to, he becomes the new Falcon.
yeah, but even Sam's now still has his current Captain America suit with the wings, with the new Red Wing that has 3 different levels to it now. So
And
Yeah.
his vibranium.
right,
By-
so he should be good.
By the way,
Oh.
there was something I thought originally was a trailer, but actually was a total leak. If it's a deep fake, it's the best deep fake I've ever seen. But Miss America will be introduced in Marvel What If.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So Americana Chavez will be introduced.
All right.
And there's the Young Avenger for this series.
Yeah. I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. I can't wait. This is good stuff.
Oh, anybody else ready for the episode? What if the snap was done by Captain America instead of Iron Man?
I'm totally ready.
I didn't even know that was an episode, but yes,
That
I
is
am
an
very
episode.
much ready for that.
We know you guys can.
And
fill
Tony
me in on
finally
one-
gets to grow pepper.
You guys can fill me in if I missed one of the ones that they've already announced the names for. But they announced the zombie episode. They announced Captain Carter. Captain Carter was one of the ones that was announced. What if the snap was the third one that was announced?
And there's also
Okay.
what if
Star-Lord
Black
one.
Panther was Star-Lord?
Yeah,
There's the
T'Challa
fourth-
was Star-Lord.
The Hawk is in one. The Hawk is in one. I seen preview.
I heard. I know that Killmonger saves Iron Man from that missile that first got the shrapnel in his chest,
Oh,
Wow.
and then I think there's a Doctor Strange episode. And
Yeah.
don't forget, guys. I know you guys know this, but the zombie episode that's coming too. The Marvel Zombies.
So how many episodes of this do you think it'll be? Like 8?
8.
probably like
Eight,
8 to 10.
And
Okay.
I honestly think they're waiting for public feedback, and I think they're going to do animated spin-off series based off of which ones people react to the best.
And that's a
That'll
very
be
smart move.
And I hope they do one off of Captain Carter, but they might not.
There's gonna
because
be 9 episodes of What If.
Oh, 9? Okay.
There's 9. Perfect.
At least that's what it.
But-
That's
Oh,
what
one
it
of
says.
them is with Doctor Strange too. Something with Doctor Strange. So that should be intriguing.
That'll be crazy.
Heck, all we gotta do. Hold on a second. If I turn all of you guys off, and you just look at the freaking banner behind us. Hold on, I'm gonna turn you guys off just for a second.
I mean,
Just for a second. Hold up.
so something to do with Gamora. We got Thor.
Is that Black Widow over there on the right?
It looks like
Yeah,
it.
it looks like her.
What if?
And
What
who's
if
the, who's the
from
dude
Now
in
You
the
See Me
upper
play
right,
Thor?
or upper left?
Upper
Yeah, who?
left. That's a
Like the one on the one next to Thor there.
Oh,
Okay, that's Doctor Strange.
Ain't that Watcher?
Wait a minute.
oh, we
That looks
talking
like the
about-
Watcher.
Yeah, the Watcher on the upper.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
the
Watcher.
Watcher
The Watcher
over
looks like the one up top, and then there's Doctor Strange there next to Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is the Thor one? What if the guy from Now You See Me plays Thor?
I don't know.
Wait, which guy from Now You See Me?
The
It looks
the
like
guy
it.
who
That's
also
what's
plays
crazy.
Lex Luthor. The guy who plays Lex
Oh,
Luthor in Batman
What's
versus
your name?
Superman.
Eisenberg or something?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Eisenberg.
Look,
Yeah.
he's a funny guy. I love him in Zombieland, but no, absolutely no.
Look
No
at his
Lex
face.
Luthor.
Look at the facial features, though. That's who it looks like. Give him long hair.
Nah,
In the face for sure.
that looks more like what if Chris's brother Liam played Thor?
All right. Hey, almost. He definitely look like him in the face.
They got Killmonger looking like Tyrone Magnus on YouTube for some strange reason.
man.
I mean,
That's
did Bucky
hilarious.
more look like Chris Pine than Sebastian Stan?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, that.
That's funny.
And regarding Gamora, what's that? What if Thanos didn't sacrifice Gamora for the Soul Stone?
I don't
Hey, that-
remember what they said about Gamora. Huh. Now I'm gonna have to look that up. Now it's gonna bother me. What if Gamora?
Would it be the same result if he sacrificed?
Oh, what if
maybe
Gamora is the Mad Titan?
Oh, so she's Thanos.
It says it has Gamora hunting down Tony Stark.
Wow. That's crazy. That's a
Well,
crazy.
jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, I love Gamora, but Tony might just murder her.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I gotta head out.
Tony.
All right,
All
Robbie.
right, take care, Mr. Whitaker. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming in.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad he cleared that up. Cleared a lot of the confusion. We
Yeah,
had.
because he'd have to write a whole essay to clear that.
Yeah.
That would have taken entirely too long to type up. I'm really jealous of your shirt, Justin. I need that Iron Man shirt.
I'll send you the link for it.
Okay, cool. Because it's looking real cool. Does it glow in the
Yeah,
dark?
Yes, it does. So you just had to put batteries in the thing, and then it.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm getting it.
How much that cost?
It was like $25. I needed a last minute costume for MegaCon, so I just picked this up on Amazon.
Yeah, that
Okay.
works.
I
That
gotta get
works.
one. That's
I gotta
tight.
get one for real.
Yeah, I found some dude dressed as Thor, and I yelled at him that we needed him during Civil War. No, but
Yeah,
actually, no,
don't
not
feel
even
at
gonna
home.
lie. If you check GQ, if you're on my Instagram later, like check out the photo of the Thor guy. He said he 3D printed that shield. That thing was
What?
amazing. Yeah,
Wow.
Golly,
That thing was beautifully done. And before you know it, they'll be 3D printing just everything.
You know, at this point they have 3D printers big enough to 3D print houses.
What?
Yes, there's actually a house. Look it up. The first 3D printed house.
Hold up, my roommate's cooking. I think he's using onions because damn.
You cut the onions correctly,
Yeah, it's the money. It's the good one.
or you just got emotional at that news. Maybe no.
Yeah.
Maybe both. Who knows?
Yeah. What if got you emotional?
All right. So what am I looking for?
Look up the first 3D printed house.
You're kidding me.
Found it.
Yep.
There we go.
Son of a bitch.
It's a thing. It's a thing. Also,
Looks like a big old ice box, but still, yeah.
yeah.
It's
But
crazy.
the fact that somebody could 3D print a house is just, it's next level.
Yeah.
I wonder
Then
how
again,
much that printer costed though. That's the thing.
The real question is how many construction people are going to be put out of work because of that technology?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just got to hire one person that maintains the machine, and that's it.
All you need is one engineer. That's it.
Pretty much. Now before I wrap
Dang.
up, did anybody see that leaked picture
Wow.
of Moon Knight?
Yes, you sent that to us. Man, that was cool.
Bruh.
And it's Oscar Isaac is going to play him?
Oscar Isaac is Moon Knight. Hold on,
Yeah.
Mitch, you look
Yes,
confused.
I
Talk to
seen
me.
it. And
You look confused, Mitch. What? You didn't see it?
I thought it was fake. I was like,
Apparently it's real, man.
Yeah.
because I hope we get a better picture.
Yeah.
I mean, that picture is pretty dope for what it is, but I kind of got a
Hey man, it's gonna be tight though. I ain't gonna lie. I like how it
Yeah.
looks.
it struck me as a little bit of a cosplay type situation.
It was a well done cosplay then.
Yeah, I agree.
It does look dope though.
They're gonna put some detail into it when they officially put it in the movie.
Yeah, when they animate whatever they're supposed to animate and add, finish up the VFX on whatever they need to put on the suit, it's gonna look ridiculously amazing.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's gonna be
At this point, I just want Shang-Chi to start coming out so that everything else can just happen.
well. Yeah, I think when
I
Shang-Chi
need to
comes
see
out-
Spider-Man No Way Home, man. That movie's just it's too much. I got to know what happens.
Well, we need to see a trailer. When Shang-Chi comes out,
No.
we're gonna
No,
have
no.
to get a new trailer of something.
I don't want any sort of trailer. Maybe an Easter egg at the end of Shang-Chi, but no trailers.
None? You don't want any
None.
trailer for anything.
I don't mind trailers for the other movies, but for Spider-Man, there's too much hype already built up around it. Anything that they do or don't show is gonna be disappointing.
Flash me a single frame of something. Go ahead, Mitch. Mitch, what you gonna say, Mitch?
No, he said exactly what I was about to say. I was scared. I'm scared because at this point, if they don't have one thing, like even if they didn't have the other Spider-Man, but we already know they're gonna have like Jamie Foxx and the Doc Ock. People are gonna act like it's the worst movie on earth because what they wanted in there wasn't there, despite how
I
good
think
it
the
is.
expectations are set so ridiculously high.
Which
that
actually
people are
is
afraid of seeing anything.
And if you think about it, that's actually a perfect marketing strategy. You show no trailer, you let the hype build up until premiere day. Everyone's gonna buy tickets because everyone's gonna know what the hell is happening in that movie.
So the commercial should just be a poster of the Spider-Man texts saying this coming soon at this date, right? No
Yep.
video whatsoever, and then just drop it on the day and date like a Beyonce album.
They should yeah, I agree. They should
Or
if
release
you
that
gonna
on the
do a
day of.
trailer-
It's like Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters now. It's like, wait a minute, now?
Yes. Just
Or
right now.
they could do like a fake trailer, like how they did Avengers Endgame. You know what I'm saying? They could start faking you out, like
Hold on.
what's there,
Mitch
not
is
really
dying to
there.
laugh
You know?
right now.
Mitch has an idea, something going.
Go ahead, Mitch.
The trailer be a poster. It should be a wall with a poster for Spider-Man No Way Home. And the guy from those the college commercials just come in the screen. What you doing with it? You're not doing nothing. Sitting on your couch. What you need to do is go buy you a ticket and go see Spider-Man.
Oh, actually, okay. Here's a great way they could do that. They'd have to have Deadpool do it, though.
Yes.
If they could get Deadpool for that, just have him come in like, what are you doing here? You should be. I'm going to the movie theater to watch Spider-Man. What? Get the fuck out of my house. Why are you here?
I can totally see Deadpool doing that.
Because let's be honest, in the comic books at least, Spider-Man and Deadpool are pretty tight.
Yeah. Oh, also.
And I'd still love to see those two in a movie together. Especially Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds. They look like they'd go together very well.
So sort of unrelated, but kind of related, right?
Mhm.
Conspiracy theory. Do you think they were incredibly rude and mistreated Scarlett Johansson, knowing that she was on her way out and Ryan Reynolds was on his way in?
Why?
Because Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson are exes.
Yeah, but so the thing is, her movie was supposed to drop before COVID
Ryan
hit, so
specifically requested that they keep Deadpool as far away from Black Widow as possible.
Oh, really?
Yes, he
Did not know that.
requested that.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah,
I mean, at least they didn't want to make shit weird on set, so I guess that makes sense. But
I mean, I don't know why it would be weird if I'm sure they're professionals. They could,
It's one thing to be professional, but it's another thing, like they were married actually. So you don't want to be working with your ex-wife on that thing while your current wife's like, I don't want that shit happening. Especially considering, have you seen you've seen all the interviews with Blake Lively talking about how people came up to her asking if she's seen the sex scenes in Deadpool. Like, oh hey, we were watching your husband get pegged on International Women's Day. You saw that, right? Ha 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 ha. She was on an airplane and saw someone watching Deadpool, and she's just sitting there like, motherfucker.
Right. Yeah, she has to watch that over and over again. It's embarrassing.
So think about it from his current wife's point of view. It's,
But now on the flip side, look at
also, no disrespect to Blake Lively, but Scarlett Johansson, man, 10 out of 10. Come on.
You're right. But look on the flip side. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, his ex-wife is actually his manager. Now both
that's still weird. I know that tale, but that shit just weird.
Is remarried, and his ex-wife is remarried, so they're both living their own lives with their own significant others, but she still manages him, and they're able to work in perfect harmony. I think that's amazing because I don't know what couple would be able to do that.
Okay, imagine you're the new guy, whoever the hell you are, and your wife's ex is The Rock. And they still see each other on a regular basis. Nigga. No. Nah.
I mean, can you imagine the pressure that new husband is under, knowing that his wife's ex-husband is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Imagine the tension Thanksgiving between to choose who's gonna carve that fucking turkey.
Hold up, Mitch. Talk to us. Mitch just died over there.
I was just thinking, she didn't just say it. So it had come up like later on. Find some pictures of her. Is this The Rock? Did you go to WrestleMania? What is this? Your ex. What?
Oh yeah, that's my ex-husband / my baby mom. That's my baby daddy / my current client. Wait, hold up. What? What?
No, that husband is under so much pressure. You have no idea. Because now he has to live up to whatever this.
Several things. One, he has to work out to stay in. He has to stay in amazing shape. Two, he's got to perform in the bedroom like ain't nobody's business. And three, he has to compete with the fact that no matter how much money he makes, he's still in competition with the fucking Rock, who is one of the highest paid people on the planet.
I don't want to go see Jungle Cruise. Won't you there? Why do you want to go see it?
Look, man, but on a serious note, I respect that they work well together. I respect that they keep it tight, especially since they have a kid together. That's all. That's very well done because you got to at least be able to tolerate each other for the sake of your kid. So
at the very least,
so that I can respect. But still, being that new husband must be some shit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's tough.
So. Whatever your name is, sir. Enough said right there. It's not even a household name.
Yeah.
Power to you, man.
Yeah. And lots of prayer too. Good Lord. I don't know what kind of jeez. Like think about how that conversation had to have gone when he met her and they started talking and getting serious. And she goes, I have to disclose my ex-husband was.
So you should.
You smash. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? They're sitting at the dinner table at a restaurant, and she goes, "I want to introduce you to my ex-husband." And then his music hits the speakers, and then he walks down that route, and he's looking at the different people in the restaurant. The whole people's eyebrow at every single person who walks by.
We don't get it.
Because you know, like that conversation would happen gradually. Like, oh, you're divorced, so am I. How's things with you and your ex? Oh, we still stay in touch. You know, we have a daughter together. I still manage his career. You manage him. What does he do? Oh, well, he's an ex-wrestler. You may have heard of him. His name's Dwayne. He goes by The Rock. I was like, I beg your pardon? Did you just say The Rock?
Before you even get into that, hey, so what's your daughter's name? Oh, it's such and such, but you know, her nickname is the Pebble. The Pebble?
The Pebble.
So what they call you, The Rock? Actually, my ex-husband. Say what now? What? What? No, seriously. Dwayne, The Rock Johnson, is my ex-husband.
That man probably can't watch Jumanji.
I think till this day he would think of it.
Or, well, he can't even. Dude watched Fast 5 and he's just like, man, fuck this movie.
I can't. That's. On that note, I'm going to wrap up. Oh, there you go. There go Dwayne.
Yeah,
Dwayne, we're talking about the pressure that the Rock's ex-wife's new husband should be under, knowing that his wife was married to The Rock.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure for her because now he ain't really too much of shit compared to him. That man is everywhere. Everywhere he look, he's in a.
Imagine this man trying to raise his voice one time. Look, woman, who the fuck you think you talking to? I'll have Dwayne here in 5 minutes ready to kick your ass. All right, cool.
Right.
Chill, baby, chill.
One wrong.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna walk right through that door. He's gonna take that size 13 boot, shine it up real nice, turn it sideways. Everything is gonna turn into a promo.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Probably just take him outside and be like, look, man, I'm not actually going to kick your ass. Let's just go have a drink. We'll come back later, and I'll say I gave you the word.
Run your mouth about how you want your wife to have food ready on the table when you get home.
Hey, man, she didn't do that for me neither. So that's all. Yeah, I'm saying I'm not gonna fight you. We're not gonna go into all that. Let's just go out real quick. We're gonna go for a ride, and then we're gonna come back, and you're gonna say that I gave you a beat up, and you know what I'm saying, okay, cool. Like, now come with me, but so I don't want my daughter to see what I'm gonna do to you. Get your ass in the car.
We really broke up because you didn't give me.
And then just go to Kevin Hart's house and hang out a bit.
Yep, that's why we broke up. She didn't give me none of that poom tang. I had to leave. Can you
imagine The Rock showing up, meeting the new husband, saying, "So, how are my leftover poom tang pie portions?"
Okay, let's just be honest. Any guy who would say some shit like that has some issues.
He's like, "Let me ask you something. Do you like?" He's like, "Yes, I do." If you like pie, the fact of the matter is yes. Oh man, you're gonna take me back to my my Rizzlemania days where I was acting like the G, and I still till this day I still have my Rizzle championship belt. Because of all the trash that I talked and won the championship during the Battle Royale. And then defended my belt against Ricky Valero and Sam in the 253.
Oh my.
Still have the belt till this day. It was fun. All right, man, we're getting way off topic. On that note.
Okay. Well, one more thing about What If, though.
Yeah.
One last thing about, so I do hope they somehow manage to bring Steve back as at least for in some capacity in his Iron Man suit, because Iron Steve Rogers was amazing.
Yeah, he was cool.
On top, or maybe that they find a way to bring her back to the past so that she can meet up with her Steve. You know, I owed him a dance or whatever like that.
Yeah, that would be sweet. It would be corny, but it would be sweet.
Because let's be honest, she was already taller than he was, and now she's like 2 feet taller than this man.
Yeah.
And what I found actually quite beautiful about this episode is, despite that, you know, she's like 7 feet tall. He's maybe 5'5" or something. They're still tight. They're still cool. They're still good together. And I think that was kind of beautiful because, you know, Steve, especially back in those days, the man is supposed to be the strong one in the household and keep it down. And he's like, you know what? My girl's stronger than I am, and I'm cool with that. And I respect that. Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue. Shoot.
Especially back in those days. Also, Howard Stark, that man is the OG feminist because she was like, "You're not doing this." She's like, yes, I am. Peggy, you got this, girl. Turn the thing on.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited to see how the other episodes go.
Yeah.
And which one of those actually transfer into a live action iteration. So we'll see. We'll see.
Actually, on the topic of T'Challa, if they do somehow recast T'Challa, because they did Chadwick Boseman's voice for this role, but they may manage to recast him as the T'Challa Star-Lord and have that be just a different person named T'Challa. So that's if
they choose to go that route.
Yeah, it would be tough to do like that. Whoever that actor is that would get that role would get a lot of flack. Sure, he'd get some backlash. But if he does his role well within that first movie, it'll turn around for him.
Yeah.
So if they do manage to do that, then I hope they do bring back Black Panther Star-Lord, because that seems like it would be an interesting way to go.
Yeah, it would be cool. It'd be interesting. It'll be different.
No, like I'll never write off an actor just because of something he previously did. Like Robert Pattinson himself hates Twilight.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't give him shit for. That's why I don't give him shit for being Batman.
Yeah.
I will wait to see that movie.
That was my attitude when Heath Ledger, the kid from A Knight's Tale,
right, and the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You,
and Brokeback Mountain,
and Brokeback Mountain. We won't even get into that.
Hey, just saying. But from Heath Ledger's stuff, we had him and what's his face, Paul Bettany was also in A Knight's Tale, killed it as Vision.
He was. Yes, he was.
Jake Gyllenhaal was with Heath Ledger in Brokeback Mountain, did great as Mysterio.
Yeah.
And the other guy from A Knight's Tale, not Marvel or DC related, but he did pretty well in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
so you never know.
Never know.
An actor isn't defined by one role that they played. So
yeah. Unless they do that one role very, very well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, before I head out. They're talking about casting Wesley Snipes as the villain for the Blade.
Oh.
But I thought I read something where his
I thought they were gonna bring him back as a Blade variant.
Yeah, like he's in another timeline, you know.
It's like him and Mahershala Ali were both gonna be.
I think it would be dope if the variant fights the new one and then kind of does a passing of the torch type thing.
Yeah. I hope so.
That would be pretty dope.
I hope so.
I guess we'll see. Any closing statements,
like,
Mr. Hurt?
Okay, Daywalker, it's all yours.
Closing statements. I can't wait to see what's the next episode of What If is about.
Mm-hmm.
This has me intrigued 100%. This is actually one of the best shows that they have, in my opinion, most interesting because it twists and turns.
Honestly, we say that every time a new show comes out.
I know.
It kills me that we have to wait 1 week.
I know Wednesday, right?
But that's what. Yeah, I think Wednesdays. Yeah, but so that's really where I'm kind of glad that they did WandaVision first, because if they started with either of this one or Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision's slow start would not have been taken in very well.
Exactly.
True. It opened up weird.
Talk to us. Closing statement, Savage.
I'm in love with the show so far. I'm particularly excited for Marvel Zombies. I really want to see what that's about. So I'm here for it. They're doing a good job so far.
They are. Definitely. Sir Justin?
Honestly, give us the next episode already. I'm tired of waiting.
My thoughts exactly.
Yes.
Just give the people what they want. All right, just release the whole season at once, like Netflix.
Hurry the heck up.
Like Netflix.
It's not like they don't already have it ready. They have the whole season already.
Right.
They're just dropping it one at a time to stretch out They're like drug dealers.
Then again, let's be honest. If they didn't release it week by week the way they do, we wouldn't be able to do spoiler talk the way we do. So,
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, same time next week. We will be back. It's 6:15 p.m. Eastern Time, right back here on either Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. GQ of those people. That is the handle on all three platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live, all of them. GQ of THOZEPPL. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Y'all take it easy.